The Hoshanas for today, the third day of Chol Hamoed, is Kel L'may Sha'os. Hoshana, Kel L'may Sha'os, Hoshana, save us. God brings salvations, save us. And there's a line here that is a subject of great attention. Hoshana, Shalosh, Sha'os, Hoshana. Save us in the 3 hours, save us. What is this a reference to? What is the emphasis on 3 hours? So we say beforehand, Hoshana, Payel Yeshuas, Hoshana. Hoshana, save us, worker of salvation, save us. Hoshana, Tzadik Noishais. Hoshana, send us the righteous one who brings salvations. That's a reference to Mashiach. Like it says in Zechariah, Parak Tes, Pasuk Tes. It says, Hine Malkech Yavaylach Tzadik V'Noishahu. Your king will come. He's righteous and he brings salvations. That's a reference to Mashiach. So we ask Hashem to bring Mashiach. We say Hoshana Kiryas Teshuos. Hoshana for the city of salvations. That's a reference to Yerushalayim. Then we say Hoshana Regesh Teshuos. That's a reference to when Mashiach comes, there will be a great mehuma of the Ummah Ha'olam, like it says, V'haya b'yemahu tia mehumas Hashem Rabba b'hem. And then we say Hoshana Shalosh Sha'os. What does it mean Hoshana Shalosh Sha'os? So some understand this is a reference to what the Gemara says in Avodah Zarah, that the day is divided into different segments, and the first 3 hours Hashem is Yoshev Bedin, and the second 3 hours Hashem sustains the whole world. Mi karnei ra'imim ad beit zekinim. And in the third 3 hours, Melame tinoke shel beis Rabban, and we're mispala that Hashem should hasten the Yeshua in the first 3 hours. But there's another astounding meaning here that the Rekeach brings, that we know the tradition is Milchemes Gog u'Magog will take place on Sukkot. The Torah in Siman Tav Tzadi brings from Rav Haigain that the Haftarahs of Pesach are about Tchias HaMeisim because the resurrection of the dead will take place on Pesach. And the Haftarahs of Sukkot are Milchemes Gog u'Magog. On the first day, we read from Zechariah about Gog u'Magog. On Shabbos Chol Hamoed, we read from Yecheskel. Because there's a tradition, Milchemes Gog u'Magog will take place on Hoshana Rabbah. And this Milchama, we have a tradition, will take place in 3 hours. Shalosh Sha'os, says Rekeach. This is what it means. Shalosh Sha'os, Tachish L'Seshuos. Hasten us for eternal salvation. That is why in Shiurim 3 times it says Ha'ahava ad shetechpatz. In Parak Beis, Pasuk Zayin, Parak Gimel, Pasuk He, Parak Ches, Pasuk Daled. And they begin, the Rashi Tevos of these 3 words, Ha'ahava ad shetechpatz, is Sha'a, Sha'a. Ha'ahava ad shetechpatz, Sha'a. The 3 Sha'os are the 3 hours of Milchemes Gog u'Magog. The Torah says Gog u'Magog is Gematria 70. It's the war of the 70 nations of the world. And then at that time, V'haya Hashem l'melech al kol ha'aretz b'yomahu yiyah Hashem echad. So we're mispalel that Milchemes Gog u'Magog should occur in 3 hours. Now, once upon a time, who could have possibly understood? How could a war last only 3 hours? What could possibly be accomplished in a war in 3 hours? But in our times, we understand very clearly the meaning of such a brief and swift war. And this is a tefillah that we should be zoicha to see the end of the Milchemes Gog u'Magog, when the Rebbeinu Shalom's sovereignty will be recognized throughout the world and the esteem of the Jewish people will be appreciated. So that's the meaning of Hoshana Shalosh Sha'os Hoshana. And the Sefer Yom HaRava on page Kuf Yud Gimel, he brings that in many Svarim, there's a tradition that this will take place on Hoshana Rabbah, that the Milchemes Gog u'Magog specifically will take place at the conclusion of Sukkot on Hoshana Rabbah. And in the Sefer Shalmei Toida, he also brings a tradition from Rabbi Yisrael Salanter, in the name of his Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Zundel of Salant, in the name of his Rebbe, Reb Chaim Volozhiner, in the name of the Gra, that the main Milchemes Gog u'Magog will be on Hoshana Rabbah. And anyone who is in the Sukkah will be saved. That's the meaning of Ki Yitzpaneni Besukai B'Yom Ra. So may we be Zoicha Hoshana Shalosh Sha'os Hoshana, Hoshana Tachish L'Shuos Hoshana. Wishing everyone a good Moed.